Hello guys, what's going on? This is earlybell.com. Today I'm going to show you how to convert a simple image to a vintage image. So something like this to something like that. And you might want to do this to amaze your friends and maybe use it for your project. There will always be a demand for something like this. So let's just get into how to get this done. Now there are two ways you can do this inside of Photoshop. It's either you do this using a plugin, which will be more faster, or probably you do it manually. So we are going to look at the two ways of doing this. Let's look at the plugin. But first of all, I need to zoom close to this place, holding down the Alt key, then the space bar, left click to pan around like this. I need to remove this red eye here. So to remove a red eye in Photoshop is very easy. Just come over to this tool called the red eye remover tool. Okay, so just click on it. Make sure you have this setting set to 50-50. Just drag over this portion where you have the red eye. So just like that, it's gone. Then we can press Ctrl 0 to return back to our window zoom. Now that we've removed the red eye, first thing we need to do is to go to filters. I have a plugin, Topaz Lab. It's a really nice plugin. As a professional, you need to have something like this. Just come over to Topaz Lab, and I want to use the Topaz Lab clean. Okay, so for the clean, I'm gonna just click on the crunch, which is gonna give me something like this, trying to smooth out the image. So I think this is okay for me. Now I'm gonna click OK. Alright, you can see if I press the Ctrl Z on my keyboard, this is before, this is after. So you can see we've really smoothened that image. Now the vintage effect for this image is let me just undo that quickly and make a copy of this image so that we can compare before and after. The last filter I used will be here, so I can just click on that quickly to reapply that filter. Okay, so this is before, this is after. Now we need to get the effect. Just go to your filter. We have the Topaz BW effect, which is black and white effect tool. Really great plugin. I urge you to get one of these. Okay, so for the BW one too, the last use here is this particular one. So make sure you come over to the tone collection and come down to your Sapphire and Selenium tool. So that's what will give you this effect. Just when you click on it, you can see we have other ones that will give us other effects, but I think I'm gonna go with the Sapphire, or probably this one. So this tool, you can see before and after, we are now having something more like a vintage effect. So if we come over here and click OK, you can see this image is more like an image that was taken long time ago, and there are other things we can do to it if we want to, but I think this is pretty much okay for what we want to do. Now I'm going to turn this off. To do this manually, make a copy of this. Let's send it up. Now the first thing to do is to go to filter, blur, then we use our Gaussian blur just to smooth this. Gaussian blur. Okay, good. So just bring this down. This is way too up. Alright, let's cancel that. Before I use the Gaussian blur, I want to use the under the, where is it, under the noise category. I want to reduce the noise. Okay, so you can see let's say preview is checked. Yeah, so this will just reduce the noise a little bit. Maybe we increase the strength and increase the preserve details, reduce noise color. Okay, just tweak these settings a little bit and click OK to it. Okay, not much though, but it has done something. Now we can apply that same we can apply the Gaussian blur right now. So let's come over to this place and click on Gaussian blur. Somewhere around Yeah, somewhere around this is okay. What I will do is it's just gonna smooth the image a little bit. Okay, now that we've done this, the next thing to do is to go to image adjustment, and we use our desaturate. That will desaturate the image. Okay, now after desaturating the image, we want to go over to shadow and highlight. Okay, so just die down the shadow a little bit, then bring out some of the highlight details. Okay, before and after. So let's bring in these details and bring this down. Okay, good. All right, now the next thing to do is to create a new layer here. Then we are now going to use, with this our new layer selected, we are going to fill it with black. Okay, then we pick our gradient tool. So we have a gradient tool here, gradient tool. So I want to choose a gradient effect of this, then click and drag over this like this. Let me undo that and show you again. Just pick your gradient tool. This time around I want to choose right here instead of that. So I can just click and draw just to have some few effects of this. Okay, now what I'm going to do is to change the blending mode of this to color. That's going to add a lot of this inside of it, but don't forget I will still reduce the opacity all the way to this point. So you can see roughly we have what we have here is, by the time we put this inside a group by selecting the two image, new group from layer, we call this vintage raw. Alright, so you can see when we turn this off, it's almost similar, but I think I'm gonna go with the one with the plugin. But nevertheless, if you spend your time manually, you're still gonna arrive at this point. So the essence of the plugin is just to quickly speed up your workflow inside of Photoshop, and you get this. Let's go ahead and add some text. Let's add some text. So just pick a text. You can just type vintage. So let's see 1943. When were you born? Tell me. So we can put 1943 here, and we also probably need a vintage text. Let's double click on this. Let's see from this. I think I should have a vintage font. Okay, I'm gonna choose 1980s writer. So 1980 writer, we can go with that. So we can just stick this somewhere around here, maybe a little bit here. Where do we stick it? Maybe we stick it somewhere there. So pretty much easy to convert an image to an ancient image, kind of. So I believe you've learned something today. There will be more tutorials coming on your way on earlybells.com. So also subscribe to this channel if you've not, but if you have, please don't subscribe. But if you have not subscribed, kindly hit on the red button to subscribe. See you soon. Bye.